Hi, I'm Annie Lichny, and I want to thank you so much for joining in for some meditation practice. We're going to work with softening ourselves, softening and really opening ourselves to our own lives and actively engaging, because that's what meditation shows us. When we engage in these practices, we are also actively engaging in our own life versus being passive and pushing things away and ignoring things. So this practice is about opening and softening and not being so rigid and tight and tense and resisting life. So I'd ask you to take your comfortable posture. If you're seated, we can have our hands resting comfortably so our shoulders are relaxed. We can close our eyes down and just very gently start to imagine you are moving back into your body and down into your seat with your active focus. Our aware focus is always present and always here. It's always active when we engage our focus. When we start to dismiss things or become passive and turn our head in the opposite direction, we move away from our life, from feeling things, from experiencing the highs, experiencing the lows, and experiencing the everyday neutral experiences of our life that don't trigger any emotion in either direction. But we are here to experience it all with our focus. Just start to notice that you're here. Notice if the mind is very busy with an inner chatter, or if it's still kind of quiet. Notice if the body feels agitated, or you can feel this electrical vibrating quality within the body easily. And there feels like peace within. We don't have to have a preference for what is here. It's just becoming attuned to what is here right now. And if we feel some sense of agitation in the mind or the body, or some discomfort that just has us feeling restless and on edge, like we're rubbing up against sandpaper, just acknowledging that as we start. That is adding softness. Acknowledging it is adding a softness quality, just an acceptance quality, an open quality to whatever is here, whatever we are experiencing right now. And as we sit here and just move back into our body, become aware that we're here in the present, we can then start to feel the breath moving in, feeling it at the tip of the nose. So we start to feel as we inhale through the nose a little tiny cool sensation in our nose as the body fills with breath. And then the exhale, feeling the body, subtle movement in the body. We can start to feel it more. Really experience the body as we exhale and release this breath. We can use our breath to really enhance our ability to feel more deeply into ourselves, come home to ourselves, and it really helps us and our practice to understand ourselves and open ourselves up and be more engaged in our life. So we're going to use a breathing technique here for just a little bit, and breathing in and out of the nose, filling up the whole belly, and then filling up the chest with a big inhale. We're really filling it up, imagining like our belly, around our belly button is a balloon, and then pressing the air all the way out from the belly button out. So let's try this for a little bit. Find your own rhythm of inhale and exhale. The exhale should be at least as long, if not longer, whatever feels right for you, than the inhale. So we'll inhale, fill the belly up on the inhale through the nose. Everything is in and out of the nose. Inhaling and then exhaling through the nose, paying full attention to the belly button. Exhaling, exhaling, pressing the belly button back toward the backbone. Inhaling, really experiencing this filling up of the body. Filling up as if you're really a full balloon. Engaging, and then an exhale. Being engaged and active in this breath. Be present here. This is engaging with our own body, our own mind, our own instructions for ourselves. And then we inhale, really filling up. We're strengthening our ability to be engaged and not passive in moments of our life. Filling up, feeling the sensations, and then exhaling, pressing, really experiencing, feeling the belly button region, pressing the air out, and feeling the belly button move back toward the backbone. Filling up, starting in the belly, filling up the whole body, feeling the movement. Expelling the air on the exhale, release, release, release. Elongate, release. Find this pattern now. Really stay with this pattern. Stay with the felt experience. Stay actively engaged with this simple but very powerful breath. Exhaling, releasing. You might also feel that your pelvis is moving and shifting forward and backward as you inhale and exhale. You might notice that your whole body, your whole torso, your shoulders are moving. You're really engaging everything in the breath. Inhaling and then exhaling. Notice that the exhale could be elongated. Inhaling. And then exhaling. We'll do one more of those together. Again, notice if you've drifted into thinking while we've been doing this, but now come back. Take one really big breath together, all the way in, filling up the whole belly, the whole torso, maybe feeling like your extremities are also filling up, even into the head. Everything is filling up with air, spaciousness, and then Exhaling, releasing, releasing, contracting everything out. Keep pressing. When you get to the bottom of the exhale, press even more out. See how much can be released and let go. And now just let the body breathe itself. And again, with active attention, our active awareness, can we feel this tingling, this electrical aliveness within us by engaging the breath with that practice? Maybe feeling tingling in your arms, your fingers, your palms, your feet, your legs, your backside, up the spine. Noticing how with the breath we can start to relax the body, give the body a chance to rest. Feeling less tense, less solid. Notice if we can keep our active, alive, aware focus in our body. And notice what our thoughts are trying to pull us into and out of the body. What are the types of thoughts that are pulling us, trying to get our attention and pull us out of being here right now, together but individually, wherever we are. Just notice what obvious sensations in the body can keep our focus within the body. Notice a sense of quiet starting in the body to become more magnified, an aliveness, but also a quietness, a stillness, our inner wisdom. This quiet, intuitive, deep knowing within us. This is always present in every moment. It's always with us. We might start to notice our whole body feeling a little bit more expanded and open. And noticing that we don't have to be so tightly gripped and held and separate from everything else. We are not separate from anything else. We are very much blended into our surroundings wherever we are. The room that we're in, the space that we're in, wherever you are, the space that you're in is providing life. Through every breath you take, the air that's around you is providing life for you, for all of us. We are not separate. And yet we hold on so much to this separate self, this identified, rigid, tense, tight body. And yet, we rely on and are dependent on everything else around us, in nature, in our world. We could start to recognize that without everything outside of us, in nature, the sun, the rain, the water, the earth, we could not exist. The earth giving us the stability even under our body here right now. It's very caring, kind, gentle support. We can soften here, even sitting here. Soften our grip of holding, our sense of separateness. We can soften and relax our body, our seat, our legs, our feet, whatever is touching the earth here, the surface underneath us. We can relax and let go a little bit. Feel being held here. This is softening, not so tense and tight. Without the earth, we wouldn't be able to grow food. Without the sun, again, that's fairly obvious. Without water, just the essential elements of nature, the most essential elements, offering us life. We could enjoy time outside and feel the warmth of the sun. Go and put our feet in a lake, or feel raindrops on our face if it's raining outside. And all of these things we can soften into these experiences of nature and be more appreciative of everything, the most essential elements of nature providing us with our life. We are not separate from anything, but we are very much connected. To these essential ingredients within nature. And we may have opinions, and our inner voice is frustrated by a rainy day, or frustrated when it's cold in the winter or too hot in the summer. All of these elements of nature give us our life, and yet we've turned them into objects simply to be used by us versus connected to. And when we start to feel our connection, even with the space around us right now, on our skin, on our face, feel a warm pitter-patter of rain on our cheeks on a rainy day. Feel the warmth of the sun. Feel our feet in grass. Those things start to soften us, expand us, open us up to our true inner, alive, alert alert, very active, present nature. And we start to connect to things from a slightly different appreciative perspective. We don't need to take things quite so seriously, and all of the little issues that come up during the day, we don't need to be quite so frustrated about. We can soften and open and relax. And just come back to feeling this always here experience of our body, tingling with aliveness and connected to everything else. We could feel that our mind is quieter when we feel this open, expanded connection. We feel more rested, relaxed internally, softer, more open, and not quite so tight and tense in our body and in our mind. So I invite you to soften and connect and actively engage your mind's ability to focus. And be more at peace and more present and engaged in every aspect of life. Thank you so much for the gift of your time, and have a wonderful